this pattern that operates in the collective that says, I or we don't want to talk about anything that might make us personally or collectively accountable for the climate crisis or for the challenges that are occurring in the world. How much fear is in that statement? How much defendedness? How much assumption of the possibility of being judged or punished or found less than or required or forced to change? And how much fear of one's own shame and guilt in regard to the climate crisis, so much so that we become disassociated with the potential to even accept that it exists. Or other people could shift into, well, you can't believe anything you read these days. So if you can't believe anything you read, there can be no valid or true news. Therefore, no one can be accountable for anything. And we can all just enjoy doing what we want as the world burns, so to speak. And these are good people that would have these feelings. They're not uncaring, unloving people. They love their families. They love their children. And they're beautiful, wonderful souls. And that said, distrust and skepticism and escapism and distraction are endemic in our world. The consensus consciousness, the collective consciousness of any nation or any group or any race or any gender or any age group is, by its very dynamic, unconscious and fragmented. And that unconsciousness, it's not, the consensus consciousness doesn't mean group consciousness. It's pointing to a collective unconscious dynamic that is fragmented. And the process of meeting that unconscious consensus consciousness and fragmented dynamic, try saying that 12 times fast, is challenging because it simply wants a continuity of its prior tribal habits, the day in and day out mode of life that it's used to. It just wants that to be a continuum. It's not interested in transforming it or becoming anything that is sustainable and having a healthy, harmonious relationship with nature. Any part of our systems, for any reason on any topic that says it has to be my way or has those approaches, or cancel culture or cancel because I don't like the way you comb your hair, or you didn't say please in the tone that I preferred you to say it in, or you didn't meet my expectations. All of those are excuses, fear-driven excuses and judgment-based excuses for not running the risk of courageously collaborating. There is a dynamic in our world that supposedly any engagement is about transaction and exchange, including of data or information or money or power or relevance or attention or control. So if that occurs in other venues, does it become a non-negotiable or a non-navigable dynamic? If those dynamics are endemic, does that mean we can't reach people who are stuck or unconsciously entrained in them? Of course not. We can. We can help anybody. We can be there and support and love and care for and offer to learn collaboratively and collectively with anybody. And just so we make mention of it, if people are becoming ever more critical, so they want to find any way to possibly criticize any languaging that we might present. So no messaging that we present will ever be good enough for everybody. And there are people who will utilize that as a reason to not agree with us or to raise conjecture. And that's just fine. It's not a problem. It's a process. The last item on this list is addiction breaking algorithms on the social movement engine. If people have been addicted to drama, to judgmentalness, to criticism, to division, to hate speech on some of their platforms, such as Facebook or TikTok or other, or Reddit, we're hoping to offer them algorithms on the SME that will offer them the capacity to unwind their distrust, unwind their skepticism, unwind their fear, unwind their judgment or their hatred or their any negative predisposition they may be stuck in, so that they can operate collaboratively, joyfully, healthily, and happily on the SME.